Hello everyone, Karen Glasser here, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of The Passion Point. This is the show where we interview passionistas around the world who are doing something that they really love and making a living doing that. Pretty cool, and today we have another great guest. Her name is Lisa Montalva. She is out there on the East Coast, as I am on the West Coast, and through modern technology we are sitting here together having this discussion and this conversation about Lisa. Now, Lisa, prior to founding the women's owned business club, she worked in human resources for 22 years. And when she left that in 2006, she started her staffing firm and then her job board called the Job Matchers. Eventually, she continued into doing the Women's Own Business Club, and when you and I talk, Lisa, about this organization, it's your give back. And so I'd like to welcome you to the Passion Point and say hello to everyone who's listening.
Hi, Karen. Thank you. Hello, everybody.
So, Lisa, I'd like to start with a definition for passion. And according to Webster's Dictionary, it says that passion is an intense driving or overmastering feeling or conviction. Does that resonate with you, or how would you describe passion?
Absolutely. The Women-Owned Business Club is now my passion and my partner's passion. It's this incredible feeling. I tell everybody when I speak to them, I go to bed happy and I wake up happy, and not that I didn't do that in my other career, but it's just a different feeling. I get to speak to amazing women every day, and we did this to inspire other women, but in fact, they're inspiring us. It's just the most amazing, wonderful thing. And if you know, back in my day, in Manhattan, and I had friends with philanthropists, and they would say, "Oh my goodness, it's so nice to do this and give back," and I'd be clipping clopping with my Manolo Blahniks down the street, and I'm thinking, no, it's just not real, and it is. Until you actually feel it in your bones, you don't know. And this is our passion now. We're very, very lucky.
Well, I love that definition. I mean, because it is a feeling. It is definitely something that just comes over you when you know you're doing something that you're meant to do. So
Right.
let's talk about you, Lisa. Let's talk about how you became the woman that you are today. Let's go way, way back. When did you know that you wanted to help people and to be of service to people?
Well, it didn't really start till after the job matches launched, and I found it very disheartening that after spending $300,000 on getting my first company up and running, there was no real help out there, and I really didn't understand why. And every organization I joined, whatever the case may be, everyone just had their hand out, which is fine. I understand that, but no one was willing to actually say, or give me any advice or anything like that. Even though I came from human resources and I was considered, I hate to use this, but big shot. I really came out with a big ego and thinking it was going to be really, really easy because I was Lisa Montalva, and it didn't work out that way. So I knew something had to be done, but I didn't know what. So I, worked the job matchers, and after just, not even a business model of what I thought should be done, we worked it. I worked it. In that term, when I started the job matches, I met my partner, Christine Lynch, and we're just in sync with each other. And I had told her about the Women-Owned Business Club and what I wanted to do, and we worked it together. But we worked on the job matches first, and that was our first goal. And now we have 32 million people coming to our job board every month. So since that worked, we went to the Gourmet Mom, which is my recipe website, and I had written a cookbook before meeting Christine. I call her Chrissy, and we built the recipe website, and now we have about 4.1 million people coming to the Gourmet Mom, and now we're turning that into an online magazine as well because we want to help all the foodies out there. So we're going to be doing the same thing we do with the Women-Owned Business Club and having them submit their recipes, and we'll promote them every day. We both built a huge base just on LinkedIn alone. I have 45 million direct connections on LinkedIn. Again,
I'm exhausted. Lisa, I'm exhausted.
Well, people say that, but you know what? We work 17 hours a day sometimes. At least we used to, and building, and it's not just about picking people. It's actually going in and looking at people and connecting with people and seeing if they're a right fit. You don't just want to, send your information to people who don't want it. To me, that's useless. And I see people doing it just on Facebook alone. All they do is promote their stuff, and you have to, get an audience, the right audience, and it's just not working. So the Women of Business came into be. We're doing phenomenal. We have, well, I think it's like 430 members in 2 years. Um, since we built that part, we wanted to continuously building new platforms, and we built the WWC magazine, which we have a subscribed audience of 10.1 million. So it's just huge, huge numbers. It's like you're not even fathomable how we have all these people, but you know, it's just thousands of people coming to the website. Just both, like the magazine or the website. There's thousands of people, tens of thousands of page views. So it's working. What we're doing is working, and we want to help other people because they're basically renting our space at only $69 a year to join, and we promote them. We give them 12,440 posts a year, and that's just for their business. If they write articles, it's 12,440 posts for each article. So it's a huge amount of work, and we'll be giving free e-courses. It's just so much we want to give because I believe in value, and I was trapped into it too. People ask me to join their things, but they do nothing for you. And not that they don't have value, but they don't have the value that we want to give. We want to teach, we want to help, we want to inspire, we want to talk these ladies off the bridge because sometimes they're on the bridge, ready to jump because they don't know what to do. They don't, and there's hard times out there for some people. I would say a good portion of the people out there are struggling.
Right, right. And well, that leads me into my next question. So what do you tell people that have lost their passion or have lost their way and they just don't know what to do next? Because I agree with you. There are more people out there that are unhappy, that are frustrated, that are really feel like there's no hope.
Yeah.
And there are that feel that there are hope. What do you tell these people?
Well, a lot of times, both Chrissy and I, we talk to them. We give them information, and we tell them, we give them insights about either their website or just certain things, or even how they're promoting themselves. And once we tell them these certain little things, they're just happy that we even took the time to do that for them, and that helps them. And I tell them all the time because some people go into business and they think in 3 months they're going to make money. You have to have patience, and it's terrible when you probably need food, you need to pay your electric bill, and I understand that. But go slow and steady. That is our motto. Me and Chris, go slow and steady, maintain, and be patient, because that is the biggest thing that they want. They want immediate results, and I get immediate gratification. I'm big on that, but it doesn't work in this type of business. It just doesn't, especially now with the internet.
Exactly.
There's too many people.
Yeah, and would you agree that you need to grow your tribe? I mean, you need to build your raving fans, and you need to give before you ask for something.
That's exactly right. We give a lot of stuff, and our resources, what we give is huge amount of the money. But that's another thing. I tell them all the time, they're going to have to give a lot away for free to brand themselves. It's just you have to build those relationships and trust, and that's just the name of the game now.
Yeah, so I'm actually very, I told you when I first met you online, Facebook, that I was stalking you because what you're doing is working. I mean, there's no question it's working. I see multiple posts and things that come out from you constantly promoting other people. Right. And I am sure that you get approached by a gazillion people.
You have no idea.
Right. What can you do for me? Right. It's normally what.
Yeah, it's funny, and I hate to sound like this, but it's I can't imagine the amount of phone calls every single day. They're saying, "Oh, we're going to offer you this," and I find it, I can't say insulting because I understand, because we were there too, but me and Christy, we worked our butts off, and now they want to jump on our back. I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. I know. No, especially when I'm sorry. It's very bothersome. But we've come across a lot of wonderful people, and they have organizations, and we're going to help those people, and we're going to do what we can. But
so those numbers are pretty incredible. When I first was reading about you, I was looking at the visibility that you have, and your magazine subscriptions and your site views, and I mean, very few people can boast about that.
No, You know, people said I did it backwards, and I felt I didn't. When I was building my audience before I actually had the products, I would send out emails and talk to people and say, this is what we're going to do. And that's how I built my audience. I built my audience first before I had the product. And that's certainly not the way it's done, but that's the way I did it. And
one might say that you were doing research, R&D, right?
yeah, because right, it's like informational. Yeah, I was sending out and say, is this going to work? And it did. It did for us. It really, really did. And that's how we have this huge audience. And people are just, they're happy with what we do, and it's nice. And you know, we can't guarantee everyone's going to make $1 million of the sales, but we increase search visibility because every time you put a post on the internet, it goes into Google, goes into the search engines, and that's what you need. We want you to be able to put your name or life coach or something like that. More than 99% of the time, it's going to be attached to Women on Business Club, and that's really important. You know, our directory is open. You know, just the directory just today, I mean, we have over 41,000 or 42,000 page views today. A day, I mean, that's a day. Just page views of the day, just people looking at the directory. And that's crucial. And having open directory is very important. We do block out the email address and their phone numbers only because of the spam, and we don't want that. If they really are interested in them, they can find them. They can go to their Twitter, they can go to their Facebook, their Pinterest, their website, and they can contact them. And that's real results. Those are real people that are really interested in them.
Well, I think that's great. As we get to the end, which we're nowhere near our conversation at the end, we will give people the link for them to actually get in touch with the Women-Owned Business Club, how they can join. And really, you said it before, the price point on your club is ridiculous, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, some people, you know, they do call me, and you know, they'll say, we've been watching you forever, and we don't. Sometimes people don't think we're real because we charge so little, and there's that yin and yang. Do you charge a lot of money? I just don't believe in that. I rather charge less and have the value, and you know, but some people are addicted to, oh no, it must be $999 for it to be really good, and no, that's not the way it has to be.
So you're an anomaly, and I only wish that, and I'm sure you are an example to others who want to be of service and who want to show up in a way that's I hate the word authentic, but I'm going to use it today. No, you're showing up.
Yeah, no, definitely we show up. It's funny, they're like, when they call, they're like, we can't believe we got you, or we got Chrissy on the phone. How is this possible? Because our organization is about being a family. I mean, I honestly, this is what I did. I had called another organization I belong to. I didn't call them today. I called them last Wednesday. I only got a phone call today. And I don't understand. And it's hundreds of dollars, this organization to be belonged to, that I belonged to for years. And they don't call me, and they call me back, and they told me that someone else had to call me back, and I just don't get that. Me and Chrissy, when we're on the phone, we'll work with that person and try to, you know, if they have a question, if they have a problem, we'll figure it out at that moment. We're not going to ask you to call back. We're going to work, and that is very important to people, I think.
Imagine that, a live person on the other end answering the phone. That's
they call, they're like, hello, hello, and I'm like, yeah, hello. I'm looking for Lisa Montalva. Is it possible I can leave her a voicemail? I said, you have her. You can speak. They're like, we're speaking to you. I'm like, yeah, you're speaking to me.
But doesn't that speak volumes to what people are used to? I mean, truly.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, we're used to that. I get that all the time. I mean, just you call the bank, you can't even get a live person. It drives me crazy.
Right. And again, the devil's in the follow-up. So if somebody calls you and they don't return the call, that's my number one crazy. It makes me crazy.
Chrissy and I are crazy about that because everyone can reach us through, again, a phone call, email, Facebook. We have many, many different outlets, and we're on top of it. Immediately, someone is called back. If it's within the hour, that'll be the most amount of time that is a lag.
So let's talk a little bit outside of this right now. I'm one about, I love quotes, and I love to start my day, and in the middle of the day and at the end of the day, find something that speaks to me so that it kind of pushes me through the rest of the day. So today I picked a quote that I'd like to share with you, and hopefully you'll have a quote that you can share with us. Okay. The quote today says, in life, change is inevitable. In business, change is vital, and that was written by Warren G. Bennis. What do you think about that?
That's great. That's a great quote. That's a really great quote. And I'm very big on the quotes because I try to pick things that whether I write them or I pick them out. I want people to, on my personal page, especially if I usually put them on Facebook, that I'm a real person and Chrissy's a real person. We're the same. We're women. We have struggles. We have family. We have this. We want to present this as real people. And so I try every morning to inspire somebody and make them understand that they're not alone. We're here, whether you're I always say, whether you're a friend, whether you're a fan, whether you're a member, you follow, whatever you are, there's hope. It's just that is our thing every single day, that we're just trying to inspire them and say, get up, and it's okay, you can do it. It's okay that you fail too. Failing is okay. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And if I didn't fail with the job matchers, I shouldn't say I failed, but was that up and down and spending so much money and really didn't know what to do. If I, made a mistake leaving my career in Manhattan, because I left, I quit my job. And so, but yeah, thank God I did, because the Women-Owned Business Club wouldn't be here. And it's my love. It's our baby. This is what we do. This is like our child. Me and Chrissy are like married forever now, This is it. This is our baby.
So what quote can you share with us that maybe you shared today on social media or something?
I don't know off the top of my head because everything's covered. I don't want to say, but I don't know exactly. I'm always about think big, dream big. That's an important one to me. And maybe it's just widespread, but I want people, they talk about thinking outside the box. There's no box. There's no box. Just think and do, and there's no box. And so I really can't give you an exact quote. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect, actually, though. I mean, it's inspirational and it's motivational. It doesn't have to be, that's your quote, so we'll attribute that to you. So you play on social media, obviously. You're on Facebook, you're on LinkedIn. What else, where else are you playing?
We play on Twitter. LinkedIn, yes. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Google+. I have 5 of them.
Are you on Pinterest at all?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Pinterest, too. Yes, oh, yeah, we're there, too, all day, all day. Yes, it's exhausting. I really need more arms. Even though I have 7 computers on my desk. I know we do have staff, but it's a little bit exhausting, but it's fun too. It's you can get really addicted. My favorite really is Pinterest and Facebook, only because they're very visual. Twitter is very exhausting. You really have to be on that, and I really focus on one day of the week I go on that. I mean, every day I answer back. I make sure that we have a new follower, and I acknowledge them. I think it's very important. So people out there, acknowledge the people who have liked you, and if it's okay, return the favor. I always give them a shout out. That kind of stuff is important. But social media, you have to be in it. You really, really have to be in it. I would suggest these people out there, if you don't have a huge staff or you can't handle it, just try 1 and 2. 2 of them. Don't try to overwhelm yourself, because that's silly.
I agree.
Build your audience on there. Build your audience on one, Facebook or what have because or else you'll fail. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. It won't work.
I agree. And I think one of the reasons that a lot of people don't get involved in social media is they get so overwhelmed because somebody told them somewhere, well, you can't just do Facebook, you have to be on Twitter, and you have to be on Pinterest, you have to be on Google+.
Absolutely. Absolutely, May is right. Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of members like, oh my goodness, we don't have this or we don't have that. I'm like, you don't have to. If you just want to brand your website, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to. But we always suggest, 1 or 2 of them, and we teach them and we tell them. And but yes, it's definitely exhausting. I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night just thinking about Twitter and paving all night. It's like crazy, our brains, how they are now. But yeah, I'm thinking about posts and what I have to do and what doesn't have to be done. So
I have a question for you because you mentioned something about following people on Twitter. Do you manually follow them or do you have an auto response? I mean, are you actually going in there? No, because we get too many I mean, actually last week I just blocked probably 3,000 people because they would just post, they follow you and then they want to use your name and they sell, I'm not going to say junk, but a lot of them are spammers out there and they're selling Twitter followers, and I don't, we don't want that on our pages. We don't want that. I want to be good content. Our content's all about our members, and so no, yeah. But I definitely, no, it's absolutely manual. We do not. I am even more impressed with you right now than I was before.
It's a lot of work. Like, I kept thinking all day, I'm like, oh my God, I have to talk to Karen at 7 o'clock. I'm so tired. And like, but it's fine. I'm good. I'm happy that we got to do this.
Well,
Yes.
I'm happy too. So this is going to be a silly question, but maybe not so silly. If you could spread passion dust anywhere around the world, who would you spread it on, and what would you hope to accomplish?
Oh my goodness, passion dust. I guess honestly, because I'm a single mom. I mean, my kids are 20 and 26 now, but I would sprinkle the dust on the single women who have, single mothers who or feel lost and they have to rebuild their lives, and whether their husbands are not paying them, I would sprinkle it on them and say, you have the power, sweetheart, and you're going to do it, and that's where I would give it. Absolutely, that's where I would give it.
So do you have a song that you're passionate about?
A song? No, not really. I mean, there's, I don't even know. I mean, I'm serious in my truck, and I sing, Aretha Franklin. I'm big country. I like country music. I love country music because it's really, really deep. But
I'm with you on that one. One of my favorite songs is Hell Yeah. You know, the Redneck Girls. That's my favorite song. So I'm a country girl as well. So we have that in common. Do you have a guilty passion?
um, I do. Today, from last night till this morning, I ate a box of Milano cookies. And I'm like, thank God I went to the gym because but you forget. I keep going to the drawer and I'm thinking, oh, I ate one and I ate two. But then I go back, I'm like, oh, they're all gone. What did I do? And I ate them. So just another extra mile I go on the bike or something. But yeah, I've actually been trying not to eat sugar during the week because I've been feeling sick. Because I'm a sugar junkie. I would rather eat a cake for dinner than have, something else. But I've been doing much better. I've been trying really hard to, on the weekends, like a Saturday is my cupcake day on a Saturday. Such a like a loser, but that's my big thing. I have a cupcake on a Saturday night. But
So, Lisa, if people want to get in touch with you, if they want to find out more about the Women-Owned Business Club, or if they want to find out more about your job matchers and maybe get onto the board because they're looking for a job, can you give us some sites to go to and how to get in touch with you?
sure, the job match is www.thejobmatchers. It's Matchers. People always call us the mattress. So that's for the job board. And the Women Owned Business Club, you can actually go to www.wobc.info. That's the shorter link. And all our information is there. They can contact us. They'll be able to just Google my name and they'll be able to find me. Go on Facebook, Women Owned Business Club. It's very easy to find us. But yeah, and all the information is there to join. If they want to email us, we'll get back to them.
That's fabulous, and I know they can check you out as you just said on Facebook. You have fan pages, and you have all sorts of cool stuff. You're on Pinterest, so I encourage our listeners to go check this out because she is the real deal. Lisa, you are the real deal, and I'm just so happy that we had a chance to meet, and for me to be able to introduce you to my network out there, so that they can come and see what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without my partner. I have to give her kudos, Christine Lynch. She's the best, and it's both of us. She's amazing.
So a shout out to Christine Lynch as well, and you will be able to see the information directly below, how to get in touch with both Lisa and Christine and the Women Owned Business Club and job, everything. You're going to be able to see everything, and I encourage you to reach out and just touch. Just do it. Take action today. Just do it. So, Lisa, any last parting comments you'd like to say before we say goodbye?
Well, no, thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. It was lovely talking to you. I love speaking about what we do. And, yeah, I urge the women, if they need help, they want to join, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine, too. We're here to help. If anyone has a question, we're more than happy to help any of the women out there who just have a question and don't know where to go or where to start, any kind of question they have, and that's fine.
Well, thank you so much. And I just want to thank our listening audience and our watching audience. We know that you have a choice every single day as to how you spend your time, and we are honored that you chose to spend it with us today. So, as always, have a great week, and we'll see you next week on the next episode of The Passion Point. Goodbye, everyone.